Hey everybody, this is Erica, the technology nerd who likes to film stuff, and today I want to do kind of an update video. There's going to be a lot of things going on in the near future, and there's also some things that I would like to talk about a little bit. The first thing that I want to get into is talking a little bit about the Xperia Z3, what my plans are with this device. Now, I did make a top 5 video of my top favorite smartphones, and I got a lot of direct feedback with people very upset that I didn't include the Z2 or the Z3. Now with the Z2, I ended up having a couple of issues with it, battery-related issues and also overheating issues that kept it off the list. I know that there's been updates since, and I have seen some improvements, but it just wasn't one of my favorites. So I wanted to get a hold of the Z3, which I did not have a chance to take a look at yet, and see if my attitude has changed at all. Normally I like Sony products, but I don't think that they have exactly made the mark on some things. You don't have to agree with me on that. So I want to test out the Z3. I just got it. I can already say already that I really like the changes in the appearance of the device. It's a lot lighter. It's also much thinner, more easy to handle. I think that just those improvements does make this a nicer phone. I'm going to do all kinds of things to test it out. We'll kind of do a comparison where I see the differences in the displays, cameras, battery life, so on and so forth. So this video is going to be coming up soon. Also, I want to mention that I will be going to London on the 4th next month. So on the 4th I will be going to London because there's going to be a Ubuntu phone release. Canonical is holding a release and I get to go and play with that phone. It's not hugely advanced in specs, but I'm just going to go see what all that hubbub is about. And then in my last video I mentioned that I was having trouble getting into Mobile World Congress in Spain, Barcelona, the biggest tech event of the year, pretty much for mobile technology. I was saying that my press pass was denied, not breast pass. Some people thought I said breast pass for some reason. Breast pass denied. Anyway, my press pass was denied. GSMA just has some really strict guidelines and I didn't fill everything out to spec on par or whatever. So I ended up being denied for the press pass, but I was able to pull some strings and I am able to go now. I am able to go, thankfully, so I will be at MWC. And what other news is there? There is, oh yes, I'm going to be 26, the 31st of January. I know I don't look like I'm going to be 26. Some people say that I look like I'm going to be 16, 17, or whatever. Some people refer to me as, oh, good job, Erica. This one guy said, good job, Erica Jailbait, doing really well compared to the people who are much older. And I'm like, excuse me? I'm not jailbait. I may look very young, but anyway. So, yes, 26. Happy birthday to me. And what else is going on? I also want to talk a little bit about this campaign that I will be releasing on patreon.com. I have a lot of devices and things that I review, and what a lot of people don't know is that I purchase pretty much all of these devices out of pocket, all the equipment, all the lighting, everything that I have pretty much funded all by myself, and that gets to be a lot, especially when I am going out of the country to events and doing a lot of things. So it all has to come out of someone's pocket, my pocket, and it gets to be very, very expensive. So what I want to do with this Patreon campaign is if you guys want to pledge any little bit, any little amount that you would like to help me out each month, that would be very, very awesome, especially because I have some goals here. I want to be able to get more devices. I want to be able to get new filming equipment and up my production quality. Of course, I want to be able to go to all the events that I would like to go to. I didn't go to CES because of the expense. So I think it would be really awesome. I'm going to be releasing my Patreon page soon. The overall goal would be to eventually hire people who can help me out with the content of my channel. That would be really great. But meanwhile, the funding of my channel has all been based on ads. The AdSense ads are in the beginning of my video and also some sponsor-based ads. And that's something that I really hope to get rid of, are these sponsor-based ads. So I actually have to thank my sponsor right now, Squarespace. I have to thank Squarespace so much for sponsoring my channel and making content creation possible, because everyone knows now that I do need help with making this content and getting these devices. So thank you, Squarespace. So if you don't know what Squarespace is, they help design websites, they help to make easy web pages. Someone like myself is just absolutely terrible at designing web pages. I did go to university to learn how to do web design, cascading style sheets, HTML, all that stuff, and it just wasn't very great for me. So I'm happy that I'm seeing a solution with Squarespace where I can just pick a really nice template. I can move around all these little sliders, change the fonts, change the padding, change the styling, change everything that I would like. And also, just say if you are a little bit more advanced with all this stuff, there is a developer section so that you can mess around with the style sheets, or you can just start from scratch. And what I'm also seeing lately that I like about Squarespace is that they have their own applications so that you can post things on the go on your website in an easy way. So if you're curious to try out Squarespace, go to squarespace.com/Erica. You can get a 10% off discount for your very first purchase. You don't need a credit card or anything to try out Squarespace. That's the one thing that I really liked, is you can go, you can design your page, and then once you're ready, you can get your first subscription, your first purchase, and then that makes your website live. So before that, you don't have to put any credit cards in. It's completely non-committal. So again, if you're someone who's challenged like me in making websites, try out Squarespace, squarespace.com/Erica to get your 10% off discount. And that is what really helps me right now, is these sponsors. And hopefully if the Patreon thing works out, I won't need the sponsors at some point. And that's all going to be up to you guys. So I thank you guys all so much. I will give more information about the Patreon stuff once I release it. It hasn't been launched yet, but that's something I'm really excited about. So hang tight, everyone. And have a good night. This has been a very off-cuff, unscripted type video. I'm not really used to doing these, but good night.